Hello, everybody out there in the bookverse. I am at my sister's house, and my niece, who absolutely loves to read as well, and I have decided we are going to play TBR Mini Star Hop together. I brought the board with me so we could play if we wanted to, and I think we're gonna race to see who can get done first. And I feel like it's gonna be a lot of luck as to what kind of rolls each of us gets, you know, like we could roll well or not. But we are going to do it that way. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really excited. So I'm just going to show you her rolls. She's not going to actually be in the video, but I'll show you her rolls, I'll show you her books, and I'll let you know how each of us is doing on the game. So let's jump into the first roll. And it's going to be a little bit shaky because I didn't bring my tripod with me, but it'll still be fun, and I'm excited. Okay, here's the board. We're using kisses as our moving pieces, and my niece is going to roll first. So here's her first roll. What do you get?
A 5.
Okay, move 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh.
You skipped that. You skipped the star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, she got a moon. I'm probably going to cut in her prompt roll, but maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what I get. I am the red kiss. Okay, where's the die? Can't see it. Okay, here we go. This is my first one, and I get a 2. Lame. Okay, that's so lame. Let's see what both of our prompts are. Okay, so we are going to do my niece's first. I'm screen recording for these, so I'm going to probably just cut and show the prompts so she can come in and look too. Okay, here we go. Oh, you're so lucky. Treat yourself. That means you get to buy a new book and read it. I know. Goodness. Okay. Here's for my prompt. I also got a moon, even though my moon is like 3 spots back from her moon. Okay, let's see what prompt I get. Standalone. Oh, is that good or bad? I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know what I'm going to read for that. But I got a standalone, so let's go pick our books, and I will get back to you on what books we're going to be reading for this prompt. Okay, so for my nieces, she got Treat Yourself, which we just went book shopping, and so she picked one of her brand new books that she just bought, and she is going to be reading The Memory Thief by Mancy. The blurb on the front says, "The past is a maze, she is the key." So it's pretty short, so she should be able to get through it pretty quick because she's a pretty fast reader. I think it is a young adult fantasy, so that will be perfect. And she's probably still going to finish about the same time as me because she's a really fast reader. But the book that I picked for a standalone, I'm going to be reading on Scribd. And it is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse, because that's super short and I'm already behind and I need to catch up. So we're probably not going to chat too much about the books that we're reading, just kind of like a brief how we did. And then I'm excited. This is going to be fun. I'm going to be reading this one, and I think I can beat her done on this one at least. And then I can get another roll in before she gets another roll in, which I need to because she's already ahead of me. Hopefully no black holes for either of us, but we aren't really setting a time limit on this. We're just going to see who gets done first. So yeah, jump into our first books. Okay, I finished my first book. Yay! I did pick a very short one on purpose though, so that gives me a little bit of an edge, but it was cute. It was fast. It was just kind of a feel-good little book with some little cute life lessons, a boy, a mole, a fox, and a horse that are all best friends, and it was really adorable. So we are now going to move on to my second roll, and I really hope that I get a bigger number, and I hope I don't hit a black hole, so let's go see what we get. Okay, here we go. Remember, I am the red, and let's see what my next roll is. Flip! 1. This is why I need short books. Everyone else thinks it's so funny. Okay, let's go see what my prompt is. Okay, star prompt. Let's see what I get. Spinning the wheel. Okay, so the prompt that I got is series. So any book that is in a series would work for this prompt. That is much easier for me than the last one, which was standalone, because I am reading a lot more books that are in series than that are standalones, and so I will go see which book I'm going to pick for that. Okay, I was going to kind of go pick up options and record and like give you some thoughts, but I actually think I'm just going to pick the Atlas 6. This is the book I'm currently reading, and I'm not even 100 pages into it, and it's almost 400 pages long, so I am going to be using this one for that prompt of series, because this is the first one in what is going to be a series. So I am just going to finish this one since it's the one I am reading right now, and I am enjoying it so far. I'm not that far into it, obviously, but I am pretty excited about it. So yes, this is going to be my next prompt, and I'm probably honestly not going to finish it until tomorrow. But yeah, that'll be fine, because we're not really on a time crunch for this one. We're just going to see how long it takes us to finish, and I'm probably going to lose because I literally have moved 3 spaces. Okay, my niece has now finished her first book. She read The Memory Thief. She said she really liked it. It was good and I should read it. So apparently it's a good YA. She is just starting into it. I guess she's been in it for about half a year now. So Memory Thief. She liked it, and we are going to jump into her role number 2. So she now has caught me on books. But let's see, there is, I think, 2 black holes could be hit on this roll. So fingers crossed. She doesn't think so. Okay, here we go. So she is this gold one here, and so she is going to roll for her roll number 2. She got, what is it, a 3? A 3. Okay, move it 3.
1, 2.
Another moon for her. We still have one more black hole, guys. It could still happen for us. Let's go see what prompt she gets.
Not likely.
Okay, so we are going to spin the wheel for her next prompt. I will just put up the screen recording for it so that she can be in here and look at it with me. Okay, come on over, Joe. Are you excited to see what your prompt is?
Yes.
We're gonna do another moon one.
Okay, right there.
That's the same thing you got last time, isn't it? No, that's what I got last time. I got that last time.
Yeah, I gotta treat yourself.
Okay, so her next prompt is standalone. So let's see what options she is going to grab for her choices. She's gonna go pick out some choices and come back, and then we'll decide what she's gonna read. Okay, so we have come up with 4 potential options, and there are obviously several people at the house right now who have their opinions on which one she should read. So okay, hold your first one in there. First option is Beauty by Robin Mckinley. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and it is actually one of my favorite Beauty and the Beast retelling, and it is my sister's favorite Beauty and the Beast retelling. So this one has a lot of people who want her to read it. She is not quite sold on it, but we shall see. Our next option we have is Looking for Alaska by John Green, YA contemporary romance. He's a very popular author. I'm sure you guys kind of know what it's about. Plus, it's a little bit short, which she's kind of looking for. Another choice is Lore by Alexandra Bracken. This one, I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about, is a YA fantasy about these gods that like come down to earth and people try to kill them to become gods, I think is kind of the premise of it. And the cover just looks pretty cool if you guys haven't seen it. So that is another option, but this one is quite a bit longer. This is the longest option on the list. And the last option is The Stolen Kingdom by Julianne Bohm? I don't really know how to pronounce that. I have no idea what it's about, but it has a really pretty cover, and she just bought it from the Barnes & Noble's half-off hardcover sale. And this one's pretty short too, so I think she could probably get through it fairly quickly. So we are all going to discuss, and I'll let you know what is decided. Okay, so we went through the length of the books, and so obviously Lore was knocked out because of that. And then, what is it, The Stolen Kingdom? Yeah, The Stolen Kingdom was also knocked out because it was the second longest, and the print was quite small, and there's a lot on the pages. So then we were down between Looking for Alaska and Beauty, so I hid them behind my back, and she chose a hand, and Beauty won! Yay, we are so excited because this is like one of my sister and I's childhood favorites, and so we're just really excited for her to read it, and I really hope she loves it. Plus, it's pretty short, and the writing on the pages is pretty like large and doesn't take up the whole page, so I'm thinking she can read this fairly quickly. It's less than 250 pages, so yeah. I'm thinking she's gonna knock this out definitely before the end of today and probably be on her next roll and be kicking my butt because there's only one wormhole left and I have 2 wormholes left and I have to get a 5 just to catch her. So I'm really excited for her to read this book though. Okay, so last night I finished The Atlas 6, which I actually really enjoyed. I thought this was a good book. I took longer to read it than I would have liked for this racing in the game thing with my niece, but it was actually kind of a long read. I had a lot of fun with it though. This was great. So I am excited to jump into my next one and hopefully I get a good roll. Okay, so I would like to just say for the record that I already rolled and I rolled a 6, but my video did not work. So we are rolling again. I'm very sad about it too. Okay, anything but a 3, but let's keep our fingers crossed for a big number, shall we? 4, I'll take it. And we're gonna do us another star. Here we go. Okay, so now let us roll for spin for a star prompt. I really want it to be easy. I really want it to be nice on me. Oh, okay. Let's see what we get. Go. Okay, that's doable, guys. I can definitely do a fantasy book. Just any fantasy book. I'm probably gonna pick a very short one so I can knock it out and I can move on to the next roll. Whew. Okay, this is doable. I'll come back to you with my options. Okay, so thinking up some options for myself for this fantasy prompt. First, Bridge of Souls by Victoria Schwab. This is the 3rd book in her Cassidy Blake series. I don't know if it has a different name, but it's a middle grade series and I would only have the audiobook, and the audiobook's only 5 hours long, so that's not too bad. So maybe that one, or A Thief Among the Trees, which is an Ember in the Ashes graphic novel. It's only 147 pages long, so that's a possibility. Or When the Tiger Came Down the Mountain by Niveau. This is a novella, and I think the audiobook's just like 2.5 hours. And these are all on Scribd that I'm just looking on my phone because I don't have as many options. I mean, obviously I would love to read Dragon Keeper, but I feel like that would take me too long, and my niece would have finished like 5 books by then because this thing is chunky. But I think what I'm gonna do is to go for When the Tiger Came Down the Mountain. I'll get the audiobook for that, and then I can get the physical book from my library, so then I can have both audio and physical, because I don't know if I'm gonna like the audio. I did like the audio for Empress of Salt and Fortune. So I could definitely see myself liking it. But yeah, I think I might see which one I like better and maybe do both at the same time because I do really like doing that. So yeah, that is gonna be my choice for fantasy, and I'm excited because it's short, and then I'll get a roll again, and hopefully I don't hit another black hole because I'm catching her. I'm only 1 behind. Okay, so I finished When the Tiger Comes Down the Mountain by Niveau. It was pretty short, and it was really just it felt more like a folk tale, which I think that's probably kind of what it is a little bit, but I really enjoyed the writing style. I liked it. I liked how it was done, but I just didn't feel like I loved it. You know, it didn't have that little extra something that made me fall in love with it. It was good, but it wasn't great. I enjoyed The Empress of Salt and Fortune better, for sure. I think I like the characters better in there, but I did have fun with it. It was cute, and it was short, and now I get to move on to my next roll, and if I get anything but a 1, or a black hole, I pass my niece. So, here we go. Okay, here we are. So I am the little red one right here, and we are going to go on to my next roll. What is this, roll number 4? It's a little ridiculous. Okay, let's see what I get. I don't want to, I want anything but a 4, and I'm gonna be okay with it. Ah, sorry, rolled off the board. But
happily, we got a 6. Yay! I'm so excited. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another star. I love that for me. And let's go spin and see what my prompt is. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so now we are going to spin the wheel, see what the prompt is. Ooh, I'm excited. Here, let me start recording. There we go. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's see what our spin gives us. Oh my gosh, it's spinning for a long time. Beautiful. It looks, honestly, is it? I guess it is barely in the beautiful. Okay, that's a very broad prompt, so I can really kind of pick most anything that I want as long as I feel like the cover is nice and I like the cover. So it's up to my interpretation, it sounds like, and I'm pretty excited about that. So I'll get some options and let you know. Okay, so we actually went out to eat before I decided what book I was gonna read. I had a little accident running out to the car, like mushed my nose. You can't even hardly tell, but I smashed my nose against the car door and it hurt. But the options that I had were Savage Lands by Stacy Marie Brown. This is an adult self-published fantasy romance, I believe. I think it might be more fantasy than romance, but I'm not positive. But the cover is freaking awesome. So yeah, love that. Other one was Guild by Raymond Kennedy, and this is also a self-published adult fantasy romance. And we have The Library at Mount Char. Who's this by Scott Hawkins. And this one I think is just kind of a like horror thriller fantasy that's really weird and super cool, but I like the cover of this one as well. And other option, of course, is Dragon Keeper. I feel like this keeps being an option, but it's just so long. I'm probably not going to read it. I really do love these covers of like the UK Robin Hobb books in the Realm of the Elderlings. But out of these three, I think this one would probably take me longest to read. It looks like it's the shortest, but it's actually like over 400 pages and they're like smaller writing. So between these two, I chatted with my sister and she would prefer for me to read Guild. So Guild is the book that I'm going to read for my beautiful cover prompt. I really like the cover of this one. I think it's really pretty and I've heard really good things about this, especially on TikTok, so I'm excited to give it a try. Okay, so my niece has finished her second book, which, I mean, she's still only like 4 places behind me. I feel like she's cheating somehow and I don't know it, but she's making a face at me like, what? But she finished her second book. She did decide to switch part of the way through and she decided to read A Deal with the Elf King. This was just sounding more interesting for her. We just went and got, like, it was part of her Barnes & Noble haul that she got when we went to the sale. And since technically this is in a companion series, it's not really like a series, we decided to let it count as a standalone. So she read this and I think she really enjoyed it because obviously she decided to read this one instead of the book that she was going to read. So we are going to do her next roll. Okay, so she, so she is this gold piece here. So she does not want a 3, but can she get there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. So the farthest she could get is to the moon, but she doesn't want a 3. Okay, go ahead and roll. What do we got?
A 5.
5! Oh my gosh. And she's with me on the star. How is she doing? This is not fair. Anyways, let's go see what her prompt is.
Ooh. Nice. Okay, so we have some options for them, and one of them is Bonecryer's Moon by Catherine Purdy. This is the first book in a YA duology. We have The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna, also the first book in a YA duology. We have City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, first book in her Mortal Instruments series, which she was gifted for Christmas. So I'm interested to see if she likes this one.
And then The Ravens by Cass Morgan and Danielle Page. This one has a sequel that's coming out in January, I believe. I don't know how long the series is going to be. But the one that she decided to go with after we all discussed it and went through it is Bonfire's Moon by Catherine Purdy. We actually bought this book today, and while she was supposed to be reading her book for her other prompt, she decided to start this one and is already almost 200 pages in. So since she started it during this like competition game thing, she can go ahead and count it, and she's going to continue with this one. So yeah, I am excited to see what she thinks of it. So far, seems like she likes it. Okay, editing Stephanie here, and apparently I lost the footage for when I talk about my thoughts on Guild. And so I ended up finishing Guild like the night before we ended up going home, and it was pretty decent. I wasn't in love with it. I didn't love the main character a whole ton. I thought she was really annoying, and she just made some really weird choices, in my opinion, that bugged me. I thought the world building was a little bit simple and a little bit weak, and the writing wasn't my favorite, but overall I was very invested in the story. It was a really quick read. I got through it really quickly, and I think the end had a little bit of a twist cliffhanger thing that made it pretty interesting and made me a little bit more invested in continuing on with the story, and so I think that made me like it more. But yeah, so now in the video I can jump into my final roll because I finished Guild. So sorry about that, sorry to insert this clip, but hopefully that makes it make a little bit more sense for you guys. Okay, I'm really nervous. I need literally anything but a 1. Literally anything but a 1. Whew. I'm really nervous, guys.
Please get a 1.
Don't be mean, don't be mean. Get a 1. Yes! And she cheated. Oh, we're on the final one. Yay. Okay. Whew. I'm so excited, guys. That feels good. Okay, so I landed on the last spot. I'm so excited. It's awesome. I'm done, but that means I have one more book to read. And I told my sister and my niece that it was a free pick spot. And so I just got to pick whatever book I wanted. And my sister seemed to think that that wasn't fair and a little bit cheating. And she thought it'd be more fair if my niece got to pick which book I read for the final spot, and I get to pick which book she reads for the final spot. So I gave her some options to pick from, at least, so to kind of narrow it down for her. And first option is The Library at Mount Char. Next option I gave her was Dragon Keeper. Also this, or just Savage Lands. Sorry, dog's barking. And then also If We Were Villains. And I was expecting her to pick Dragon Keeper because it's over 550 pages long and I thought she'd want to win, but she ended up picking If We Were Villains. So this is my final read. Yay! I'm so excited. Okay, my niece has finished her book, Bonfire's Moon. She apparently loved it. She busted through this book, got through it so fast. So now I'm kind of intrigued to read it as well because I do actually own this book. So we are going ahead and jumping into her next roll, and we'll see how she does. She also needs anything but a 1 in order to finish. So yeah, let's go see. She might get a 1. Oh, that'd be so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, this is her sitting right here in the gold spot, and she needs a 2 or bigger. Okay. Oh no. Okay, let's see what she's gonna read. Okay, so since she got to pick my final book instead of it being a free pick like I did before, because my sister thinks that that's just not fair, I get to pick which book she reads as her final book. So I will show you my options that I have. We have The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, The Similars by Rebecca Hanover, Looking for Alaska by John Green, The Ravens by Cass Morgan and Danielle Page, and The Stolen Kingdom by Julianne Baum. Okay, so I decided to be moderately nice to her and not pick the longest book that she had, and we are going with The Stolen Kingdom by Julianne Baum. I think this sounds really interesting. I'm excited to see what she thinks about this book, and I've never read it, which is a big factor into me deciding to pick this one. It's a little bit shorter than the book that she picked for me, but I still think I have a chance of winning. We're pretty much on even footing now though, because I only got through the prologue. So we shall see. Okay, everybody, so this is going to be the final clip that I filmed for this little mini game that I played with my niece. And I wanted to let you know how it all wrapped up in the end, since we were so close. Oh my gosh, we were so close the whole time. It was a lot of fun. I had so much fun. I think she had so much fun. She was very competitive in it. But I ended up winning. I actually finished If We Were Villains on the day we came home. So I read most of it while we were on the plane and traveling, and then when I got home I just had a little bit left, and I did end up being able to finish it before I went to bed. I stayed up extra late, and so I was extra tired at work the next day, but I did do it. So she finished it 2 days after I finished mine, which I have to like give her a little bit of a break, because the day that I was going home she had a birthday party and then she went back to school. So she really didn't have a lot of time to read, and I had my whole trip home to read. So I did have a little bit of an advantage there. But overall, we both really enjoyed our last books. For all of my books that I read for the readathon, I read, the first one I read was The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. Then I read The Atlas 6. And I read When the Tiger Comes Down the Mountain, and If We Were Villains, and Guild. So those are the 5 books that I ended up reading for this readathon. And my niece ended up reading, I literally cannot remember all the books that she read. I know she read Deal with the Elf King, and she read Shattered Kingdom. Is that the last one that she read? Ooh, I can't remember. I know she was supposed to read Beauty and didn't read that one. She read Bonecryer's Moon. I feel like I'm forgetting one. I will put her books up here. If there are other ones, they will come up here as well. But overall, I think we did pretty good. It was really fun to be able to do this with her, and I just loved it. It was a great experience. We both really liked our last books. If We Were Villains was a very quick read, and it was just very emotional. I love the dark academia vibes, and so yeah, I did have quite a bit of fun with that one. But this was a lot of fun. I liked racing. It gave it this competitive side to it where I'm not just competing against myself. I was competing against another person, and so that was a lot of fun, and I would love to do that again sometime because it was just awesome. It was so much fun, and I really liked us picking which book the other one read for the final prompt. That was so much fun. So overall, great time. I loved it. I got through a lot of books, and so yeah, I hope that this is a fun vlog for you guys to watch. I know there's not a whole ton of information on the books, but it was just kind of a fun, competitive thing. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, let me know down in the comments if you thought I would win, because it started out pretty rough. Did you expect this to be the outcome or not? And as always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, see my future mini TBR Star Hop readathons, my big TBR Star Hop, and any other content I post, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the bell icon so you'll be notified when I post new content, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.